Hello, it's September 1st and it is time to do some fall planting. Let's get to it. Good morning and welcome to this episode of the Urban Backyard Container Gardening. I'm Moses, and for those of you that have been following me, you know that this particular raised bed is where I had my purple hull peas. On previous video, I harvested all that I could out of this bed and removed the vines. So now, this is where my turnips for the fall are going to go. What I'm going to do is do a little mixing. I'm going to add a mixture of Azomite and earthworm compost, and level this off, and then I'll show you how I'm going to plant. Okay, this is the mixture, Azomite and earthworm castings. Mixed it up. I'm going to sprinkle it into the bed. Azomite provides trace elements, and the earthworm castings are good for the soil and good compost. My soil is nice and moist. We've been having rain recently in the afternoon between 5 and 7. So it's not dry, it's nice and moist. And I'm leveling out the soil now. Okay, that looks good. These are white ball turnips, a F1 hybrid type that I got from Territorial Seed Company. The thing about these are they're layered on tape. So what I'm going to do is probably see if I can get 3 or 4 rows going downward. Like this. So I'm going to lay it down, press it firm into the soil. And I'm going to do that for the others. Okay, so we're going to have 3 rows of the turnips planted. Okay, and what I'm going to do is grab some soil and gently cover the tape. That's one. Then go and do the same thing to this one. Gently cover. And the last one. Okay, and that's that. Now, later on, I'm going to come back and water them in, and then I'll be done for that. Got a couple other things to do. I'm going to move over to where I have my tomatoes, and I have some planting to do there. So follow me and we'll get started. Okay, for those of you that have been following me, you know that this is where I grow my tomatoes. In a previous video, I had planted 2 different types, a brandywine and a florinata, and they didn't make it. So I'm going to try again to see if I can get a fall tomato planting in 2 of these 3 containers. I'm putting in the Azomite and earthworm castings in the far end and in the first one. mix it all in. What I'm doing now is removing some of the soil, digging a hole. It's going to be relatively deep because I want to plant the tomato fairly deep. Okay, this is a Florida 91 that I grew from seed. I'm supposed to be very good here in Florida where I live at, so I'm going to give it a try. Okay, that's one down, and let's get started on the second one. Okay, here's the second one that I got from my local big box. Okay. Once these start to grow, I'm going to use the string trellis method to get them up without having to use a tomato cage. And once they get a little bigger, I'll probably put some mulch around them as well. So hopefully these two will take, unlike the last two. I can only try. Forgive the airplane noise. I want to thank you for following me and watching me do this. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, please take a moment to think about doing so. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button. You can share my video. You can leave me a comment if you want to, and I will reply. And remember, in a small space such as this, you can grow food to sustain yourself and your family. Until next time, stay strong, stay blessed, and grow, grow,